is Drew. I am a student at Gold Lake High School. Um, I, for the last couple of weeks, I have been working on a game jam with my partner Maddox, and the theme was apocalypse, and we made this game that we called Bean Zombie Survival, um, where you run around in a forest and get beans. Um, we originally had a different concept of having like a shelter where you exit the shelter and then run around and collect supplies for the people in it. But just due to the time constraint, we had to scrap that kind of. Um, anyway, so here I have my product management for the game jam. Um, so, for example, the beans, there are several things that we need code for this. Um, I was mostly doing the coding, and Maddox was more on the map stuff. Um, but here we had to make it so you can actually pick up the bean, and there would be a windscreen when you get enough to win. A counter for displaying how many you have, and the actual it triggering the windscreen when you get enough, and then also making a sound when you win. The sound doesn't really work super well, but um, then we have the map. So we made the building for the person with the quest, but we never actually got to the person with the quest. um, and we got the forest, and the skybox and everything. The design of the house, Maddox made a lot of that. Basically everything, really. Um, and optimization was an issue for a minute. Um, it was a bit laggy, but we got it. For the enemy, we have a health system that we didn't use because I made it bad that we also had to script because of I wasn't able to get a good system for attacking in time. Um, and got a asset. Most of the assets we got were from the Unity store. And then the sounds, which are all the same, but um, yeah. So we just have the zombies following the player. So here I have the game. Here's the base map. We got several of these assets from just the Unity store, basically everything. Um, and the player has no asset because it's a first-person game, and that could get in the way of things. Um, so you can see when I boot up the game that it will play that incredibly loud sound that you're supposed to spawn over there, but uh, when you hold on, so the you can see that there was no UI around the screen when I had that booted up. That's because the screen resolution changes when all these things are here. So if I just close all these, then you should be able to see the UI. Just, um, so yeah, you can see that there's an objective counter up in the top left, a health bar in the bottom left, and then the bean counter in the top right. So that bean counter will increase your zombie um, when you're when you grab one, and then the win condition is to get 7 specifically. So in the scripts, you can see that I made several of these. One of these being the bat, which we didn't use, and then the bean script. It'll basically just disappear. That's what this destroy is when the player touches it. Um, and then on the actual beans itself, it just floats up and down. That's basically it. Um, but the windscreen is where the thing where if you collect enough beans, then it'll display the windscreen. Um, and so the main objective is just to find and collect them. And we've just hidden them in various places around the map. Like one of this shed here. There's one on top of the roof of this building. There's some just around the forest and everything. I believe there's one at this house. Maybe not. But then these zombies do damage to you, and there's a cooldown on them, so they can't just instantly kill you. We got a big hierarchy. The player here, hang on, let me just move them over right to kind of their spawn point. So this is about where you're supposed to spawn, and then you go around and collect things. And when you die to a zombie, again, I can't see my health, but it takes 4 hits. And you move a little bit back, where it does us starting to try and get a knockback system, but it didn't really work super well. But it'll say you died, press space to respawn, and then if you press space, it just resets the entire game. There's no like saving of progression or anything through deaths or things. Yeah, so that's mostly what our game is. It's pretty jank, but we didn't have much time to work on it. If we did have a little more time, then we could add some more things. Better mechanics and stuff. So yeah, that's mostly it. I think I have my GitHub here with all the commits. So like merging branches, we had a lot of merge commits or merge issues, and also merge commits. But so you can see Maddox's commits here with the map stuff. He was mostly working with me as well. Like even when he wasn't specifically putting these commits in, he was helping with the stuff I was doing on my computer. So I have a lot more commits for stuff like that. So yeah, quite a bit of stuff we did to work on this. Yeah, that's mostly it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next vlog.